Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I'm your host, the voice of reason. So, I wanted to conduct a quick midday update about the ongoing situation between Ukraine and Russia. So, there continues to be information coming in about the sheer scope of this Russian military buildup now around the Ukraine. We're hearing reports now that indeed Russian forces from the eastern military districts are in fact being deployed west. And that's pretty significant if it is in fact true, because that would mean Russian forces would be deployed thousands of miles from basically Siberia all the way west. And I had mentioned in a previous video there were, of course, some very capable units out east. There are Spetsnaz units, there are airborne forces, there are the naval infantry units that are out there. And it looks as if some of those forces are indeed being deployed west. Another site is also reporting the possible dispersal of road mobile intercontinental ballistic missiles. And I would say that as the rhetoric heats up between NATO, the United States, and Russia, this is something that is not out of the norm. This is a standard operating procedure for Russia to do this. At the same time, we're also hearing now that the Biden administration may reinforce the Black Sea with additional U.S. warships, and that would be used as a show of force in case there is some sort of military conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Now, with that being said, sending U.S. warships into the Black Sea, which is really a Russian pond, those ships would be in some serious jeopardy. There are a host of Russian assets in that area that could threaten U.S. ships. So don't know if that's a wise decision, but it looks like it's being contemplated. But back to the Russian military buildup. Again, there are forces. There's so much movement. It is quite literally hard to track all of what's going on. And now we're actually hearing Russian forces could be in southern Belarus as well. So we've seen some Belarusian units being moved south towards the Ukrainian border, and there could be, in fact, actual Russian battalion tactical groups intermingling with those Belarusian units as well. This is what Russia does good. If it were to become a hot conflict, Russia excels in mobile warfare. They are an army of maneuver, and they would not want to get bogged down in a protracted attack against entrenched Ukrainian positions in the east. I would assume that they would try and circumvent the forces near Mariupol and conduct amphibious landings in the Sea Azov while conducting some deep penetration maneuver units deep into Ukraine proper, and that would be around Kharkiv and other areas to the north as well. But again, this deployment is incredibly significant. It's probably the largest deployment of Russian forces we have seen even prior to 2014. In 2014, 2015, when they occupied the Crimea, the force buildup may be larger than 2014 in some of the other incidents that have occurred in the past. But we'll keep an eye on things. The rhetoric continues, as does the force buildup of the Russian Federation.